So what we got here is a $5 box, and it's
are we eating in a certain order?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I thought we were recording. I was like, wait.
We are.
We are.
Oh, we are? Where?
Right there.
Where? Oh, the webcam?
Yes.
Alright. I'm down. I didn't know.
You also thought team meeting was happening today.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, we know where you're at.
Yeah.
So it's a $5 box, and it's the spicy, whatever that spicy with the like fake, or like with the like spicy Dorito chips inside box.
Fake Doritos.
They pretty much just got a soft taco and put chips inside it.
The it's like a nacho, spicy nacho.
Taco's always like coming up with new stuff, but then they just recycle old stuff. It's like they're labeling it as new, but it's like less.
Yeah.
We know it's
This was kind of a cop out. I feel like I was kind of disappointed when I first tried this.
So this isn't your first time with this one?
I think there's two different types of Taco Bell people.
No, I gotta talk about it a lot.
People who are like on the Taco Bell hype of like knowing what's now out, what just left,
That's
what
what
the box is, and the people who just like Taco Bell.
That's what made me kill my vegetarianism. Was
Taco
like,
Bell?
well, the chicken roll tacos came back.
Those are so good.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys eating? Burrito?
Yeah, I got a burrito. Nacho
Beefy five layer?
burrito.
Oh.
No, it's well, I guess I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck it is.
So
But it's got nacho cheese in it. It's got extra cheese. The taco, the soft taco, has the Dorito
Chips.
That has no Dorito, right?
Mm-hmm. The burrito has no Dorito.
Yeah, that's a beefy five layer.
Oh, there goes.
No, it has nacho cheese.
Yeah.
The 5 layer has nacho cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it didn't.
We're really gonna have to trick people out. Leave.
Oh, with this equipment?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get them to move out and take over their space.
Oh, that's the goal, right?
Goals. Hashtag 2020 goals. Hashtag blessed.
We all become like religious.
Or you become like the antichrist.
Oh,
Like the demon worshippers next door.
I'm more down with that than becoming like
no, we're done with
But
the
you're
witchy
already
shit.
Muslim. I mean,
a Muslim now.
Mormon. There we go. One of them ones.
That's too Mormon.
So I already worship Satan, is what you're telling me? I think this is true.
So Yoshi,
Yes.
that purple computer is the audio one,
Oh.
and she's
Oh yeah. This
you want to? Oh, you're on it. I didn't know that. I thought you were on yours.
Nope.
So all the audio equipment, like test, like run it, see if it like acts up, because they said it was good enough for audio type stuff.
Yeah. So audio doesn't really take away a lot of space. Like I know for
That's
sure.
why I'm like, okay, because that computer wasn't that expensive.
The only like issue that I see it running into is Pro Tools, but
Well-
I don't think it's I'm about to test it out because the system requirements say like 16 gigabytes of RAM, and this has 8. But that's like the only thing that's like not.
It has 8 gigs of RAM, traditional RAM, and it has 8 octane.
Oh
So that's another type of RAM,
yeah.
but I don't know exactly what that means. But it's better than not having, like, just having the 8 regular. But I don't know if it's like a true 16.
Yeah.
You know, it's like some kind of digital type shit. I don't know. So we'll see. I mean, it's upgradable, so I can always put in the
Yeah. I think it was only RAM, but FL Studio, that's more of like cheaper production. Like I use it. It only needs 4 gigabytes of RAM. It doesn't use up a lot of space at all. But I know Pro Tools
Now,
runs faster.
so that's that. Then there's 2 little HPs over there.
Uh-huh.
They're silver. Those are for the multi-purpose room.
Got it.
So, like, one is tech for, like, running all the mics and shit, like, to the interface to the computer.
Mm-hmm.
And one is for the table, for the person who's, like, hosting and wants to, like, look up shit.
Got it.
So, like, I will use that instead of the iPad.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to our podcast, Asia would just bring her laptop. because she probably has to do something with it anyhow.
Yeah.
And so then if like she needs to fact check or do something, then she can use her laptop for that. But that wouldn't be like available to people, obviously. They bring their own shit. Or they can pay to use what we provide, which is just those 2 laptops in that room. So those 2 laptops are matching, they're for that room. This is for the middle room. Still trying to determine exactly what's gonna happen in the front room.
So I looked up, and I called Yoshi and Justin yesterday about Final Cut, and they both said we'd have to buy it.
Oh, it's not cloud?
Yoshi, you're here, so you can like.
Yeah. I was wondering, I don't really use Final Cut, but just the way Apple works, like.
Justin said it was an Apple ID thing.
That's what I thought, so it'd be like that.
Yes, but then Justin was saying to, like, your computer, you have your iTunes on there.
Mhm.
And you can't really log out of someone's iTunes. I mean, when you plug in a different phone, it doesn't bring up their iTunes. It still brings up your iTunes and then asks if my phone wants to overwrite your iTunes. So if you were, this is how Justin was explaining it. Is like if you were to have it on there, I mean, you'd have to buy it in the first place to have it on there. There's a 30-day free trial, but to have that program in general, you have to buy it. But it wouldn't be logging in with different people's Apple IDs because then you're authorizing their Apple ID on that computer, and then you have a bunch of different authorizations on that computer.
So, what do you think that studio did? They just
Bought a license for
and then you don't okay.
Yoshi. I think you said it when I was on the phone with you yesterday, or maybe it was Justin. Like you buy it, and then you can have the computer like wipe itself nightly. Did you tell me that, or was that Justin?
No, I don't
Okay, it was Justin.
know.
Well, kind
Yeah.
of like the AI computers, like
Yeah.
for an amount of time.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
But why? I don't get.
I don't know why he brought it up, but he was just like,
It
you
just
know,
depersonalizes the computer. It
Yeah.
takes off any media
Default,
that
like,
was saved to the
settings and
desktop.
Yeah.
Yeah, any personalization that was done. It just sets it back to a
zero.
standard that you set.
So you don't want like files on there that like people are using?
Yeah, they should be using their own external drive.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
Yeah. So not leaving it on there.
Yeah.
So that kind of encourages them for like not doing that, like leaving their stuff on there because the computer
We're
will
recording.
like.
So,
No, you-
no,
Yeah,
you're just you're on camera. Letting you know that.
Oh, there's like a webcam. That's it.
Did you see my message?
I never chased it up. Chased it up?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just I said I bought Taco Bell.
Oh, wonderful. No,
So you didn't have.
I
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna eat.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you, though.
It was like
I appreciate it.
an hour or more ago that I texted you telling you that I bought Taco Bell.
And I guess we'll never be nice to you again.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm more than happy to pay for it. I'll probably use it later.
But yeah, just buying a license and then it's already just logged in on that computer all the time, and then you just make a new project,
Yeah.
right? And then save your
I
project
mean,
on your drive or
whoever's
whatever.
working there at the time, or like most likely it'll be me. Like I just have to make sure, like when someone does like get it, I like go in there and make sure like no one left stuff or like clean it up or like
Well, I mean, I think that should be part of like.
the process. Of,
Yeah, it's like that's pretty standard. If you came in and rented a place, you bring in what you need and you take out what you
Yeah.
worked on. That's not, don't leave your shit there.
What studio were you referencing that had like that? Or
It's a studio. I don't remember.
Mark sent us like a list, but like one studio had an editing room that had both Final Cut and Adobe.
yeah,
Which, I mean, it makes sense.
Yoshi,
You don't know what
Ronald,
we're gonna use.
Ronald,
yeah,
Hi.
that's me.
It's been
Officially,
official.
yeah, I've heard a lot about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've seen you on the podcast and the Mukbang stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm around.
Yeah, I've been here for a month now, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm here on the weekends too. Help out and stuff.
Yeah.
So today is the day that the grant is due.
Okay.
And we are talking about studio stuff. And additionally, talking about podcast stuff. So, kind of worked out okay today.
Is there a password?
So that way you
Sure.
can,
It's not.
the more
I'm
you're,
sorry, this
but the more you
is-
hear,
Mhm.
the more you become like aware and acclimated and
Sure.
everything.
Same for the other two.
That's good. Good.
So so we can kind of start with maybe that and end with the stuff that we had talked about.
Yeah, we can.
Since we were recording anyways,
Yeah.
because we were eating.
We
And we thought it'd be
resume stuff later.
you'd be featured in a mukbang, but now we have to like, cut you out 'cause you're not eating. You can't be in a mukbang.
That's true. That's true.
Or candy.
The anti-mukbang. Have you ever heard of those?
Antichrist, anti-Mukbang.
Oh shit.
We were
Counter
just talking about the
mukbang.
Antichrist.
I know, it's all like.
It all wraps around.
So, so yeah, the website is up. It needs a little bit of work, but some pictures changed out, some text on the site changed out, but we have Pink Theory Mukbang. I mean,
You said those
Pink
right?
Theory
You emailed
website,
They're on downloads.
That was okay.
so that's cool. And then
I'm gonna email.
we worked on the application. It's at a pretty solid place. All we have to do is
Downloads.
record our audio component that we have to submit with the application.
Oh, good.
So.
Good. What's the time due?
To do that stuff.
I mean, it says due today. What?
It's due today at 11:59. Yeah. So, so probably record the. We're working on the script. They did a draft. I looked at it. I need to like edit it, and then finalize it. It's a 2-minute. It's not necessarily a pitch because there's already a place where we pitched in the application, but everything's a pitch, even though it's not a pitch.
They
So-
said on there, show it or like, what are we listening to? What are you? What's this podcast, right? But we kind of did half and half last time. And that video that I told you that I watched from someone last year who did totally make it, they did a half and half also. It was basically half a pitch, half a this is what we are. So I'm thinking, based off what I sent you, it was a half and half also. But I think the one we did last year was more.
It was just the intro to the.
It was just the intro. It wasn't really a pitch.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
intro to the So they said you could submit a clip from your show.
Yeah.
So it was the intro to the show.
It doesn't necessarily say pitch, but it's like, why not?
Well, and everything is essentially to put
Exactly.
everything out there with the quality and intention that whoever is listening to it is gonna be interested.
Yeah.
So in this case, everything we do is a pitch. The website needs to be a pitch.
Yeah.
Our social media activity needs to be a pitch. So we're gonna put everything out with the intention that if we have a new earbud or a new eyeball, that
Absolutely.
we capture it.
Looking for investors. Everything's a pitch.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
The pitch that you texted me, Asia. I had read it out loud while I was waiting for the dude to get everything from Guitar Center ready for me.
You're like in the middle of Guitar Center reading it,
Yeah, I'm like just talking to people like, "Hey, welcome to Pink Theory Podcast."
talking to all the like old dads in there trying to buy guitars.
Yeah, they're like, "What? What's this?" So, well, you read it. I want to show him. Can you open up the PRX application on the tablet?
Yeah.
What did you think of the edits to the PRX application?
I was like, I didn't get it. I literally didn't get to read them all the way through because we're working on that little pitch thing.
Oh.
But
So you didn't read it like when you said you were going to last Thursday when I informed you that I had like finished it, and you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna log in right now."
I know, but I was editing at the time, so like I was gonna. But I opened it and like
That's so
read
not
a few.
pitch.
I just no. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I did scroll through it, but I haven't like really fully like. I have it up right here though.
It's a new California term we'll have to learn. Fetch.
No,
Fetch.
it's
It
right.
was the Mean Girls term,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mean Girls the movie.
Let's go ahead and
the 2004 classic.
Someone will get hit by a bus, right? Was
Yes.
The other girl, yeah, blonde.
The whole theme of the movie is getting hit by a bus. You got it.
It's the porn stuff.
It's Mean
yeah.
Bus, not Mean Girls.
Yeah, that's really what it should be called.
Now, I remember watching this go ahead in The Parent Trap. It was like 1995 or something, the way back.
Yeah.
Classic.
The good old 1995 classic.
Like when I was born, 1995.
I was gonna say, like, we didn't watch that in '95.
Yeah. It's a good era for movies, though.
Or did you? Where you did some like Back to the Future type shit?
Yeah, nah, it's just movies today are just, I don't know, a remake of something else in the past. I mean, don't even get me started about the new
I feel
Star
that
Wars
We were
trilogy.
just talking about this.
Yeah.
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 I haven't seen Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm rich. You seen that meme? That guy on Twitter was
No.
like, I haven't seen Star Wars, that's why I'm rich.
That's hella silly. Is that all? Is there more?
He
time?
keeps going, but he's like, it's basically the gist. He's like, I haven't seen Star Wars, that's why, like, you know,
I'm rich.
I get poon all day, every day.
I would like to see his
Like,
research behind this.
I got this, he's like, if you see Star Wars, you're gonna be poor forever.
I've never seen Star Wars.
Even though Star Wars is like the #1 movie franchise in all of history or something. But,
Yeah, it's,
okay.
and a lot of people were like really angry
Wait,
with
do
that.
you like Star Wars? Is that you feel offended right now?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a Sith Lord, son. Okay.
Oh no, you're in the wrong room.
I'm a
Yeah.
Sith Lord.
We're all
Dark side.
very
alright?
anti-Star Wars.
I
Really?
just don't watch.
You guys
I'm more
friends?
Star Wars.
No, we hang out with people who love Star Wars, though.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
so you just hear
yeah.
too much about it? And that's
I'm just not with the hype.
Personal, like,
Taste.
Yeah.
So you've seen it and
No, I've never seen
Okay,
one
see,
second.
I've
can't-
seen.
I don't
I've
need to
seen-
see it.
I've seen the first
you
six.
gotta. It's one thing to like see it and then form an opinion on it. It's one thing to
That's
just
true.
judge it outright.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
I've seen them, so I can say.
Okay, fair enough.
I've seen the first 6. I'm okay.
Okay, the first six are
shit.
good. The last
Well, yeah,
three,
those are the ones that everybody's seen. The first
Yeah.
3
I've
are
not
real.
I've never seen. That's the whole.
I haven't
You
watched
either-
it.
you
I
either-
watched like a scene from. I saw the
scene?
Jabba the Hutt scene.
Okay, I mean,
That's I don't know which one that's one.
very out of context. Yes, that scene, that one scene.
The one, yeah, where they Leia is in chains or
Seen
something.
the
Oh.
And then also the area where Jabba doesn't he take some people to get in the
Yeah.
sand area or something.
What was that? That was like episode.
The sand snatch.
I hope this doesn't go on YouTube because I say something wrong.
It's basically what it is.
Yeah,
It's
shut
a
up.
sand snatch.
What was it, episode 5, 6, something like that? Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it's the new trilogy that's, I think, it's trash.
So trash.
Yeah, it's trash. Episode 7, 8, 9, whatever, it's trash. Classics, good side.
Are you on the app here?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's right.
Anyway, so I haven't seen it. I'm not so into sci-fi stuff, so. And then there's also, like, I have friends who are super into Star Wars and also friends that are into Star Trek. And it's just, it's so intense all the time. So I generally, like, watch things after people stop talking about it.
Yeah, like Game of Thrones, I'm good. I'll watch it. And like Breaking Bad, it's like I'm okay.
Ooh.
I'm starting to get the Breaking Bad hype, but not when it was like a thing.
Is there any
Yeah, I watch it.
TV series that you do enjoy? Or that you have watched and, like, you know?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
No, he was meaning like action. You say who?
You don't know who RuPaul is?
You don't know who the most famous drag queen of the world is? RuPaul. RuPaul Charles.
Oh.
To be fair, my first 16 years on this earth were not spent in the U.S.
Where were they?
Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
Very anti-drag queen territory, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Makes
all is
sense.
forgiven.
Thank you.
Damn.
I don't watch it either. But
That's cool.
Although,
But
you know,
he's hella famous. So even like today, like I feel like you would have seen him on like a commercial or
He has a talk show coming out too.
talk show. He's like
RuPaul, good old RuPaul.
okay. I mean, I'm not.
from the '90s, and then he like totally blew up in the 2000s. Like
Really?
became
Okay,
like,
so that
like-
that's familiar. That's familiar. That is okay. Interesting. Hey, that particular picture with the bald head and glasses.
like
Where he looks like a turtle.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
his like that's
Okay.
the boy persona is a turtle.
So
Interesting.
yeah. So
Yeah, I've never been big into the celebrity hype. So maybe a couple actors here and there.
I like
Not into the celebrity hype, but into the Star Wars hype.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can build the universe
I know,
out
I
in
know,
Boston,
I know.
you know what I mean? Reality TV's never really been, my thing.
Jersey Shore? No.
Every episode of Jersey Shore.
Good. Great.
That was an era. We're not going to get into it, but it was.
I won't get into it. I won't get into it.
Well, that was our Taco Bell mukbang.
Oh, yeah. We also have donuts, so it can still keep going.
The mukbang never stops.
It's 24-hour mukbang.
The 24-hour mukbang, yeah.
Oh,
You know who my
put
little
it in the
sister really
ideas.
likes? Hella random. You know who JoJo is?
See that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
And
she
I
would.
know.
Yeah,
That's normal. But like
Does this
today,
continue?
she made me the other day she made me go on her YouTube
It's
channel.
Yeah. So
I've never seen.
Oh my god.
I barely know.
trust
There's a sentence there.
Oh yeah. It's a good
I
thing.
hate that. Oh my god. So.
I know. It's bad. So you like this? But my sister just wants to be a dancer, so she's into like the reality show that she was in. Because my little sister also watches Cops, which is random.
She wants to be a dancer, but she also really loves cops.
But like the dance show that JoJo was in before she got like famous.
Yeah. Dance moms.
Yeah, cops.
Cops and
Dance Moms.
The dancing reality classic cops.
If you're on YouTube and you're watching Cops, you're gonna go to Dance Moms next.
Yeah, that's just what it is. Was she on Dance Moms? Is that why she's like famous?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The world is weird.
Anywho, thanks guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed this mukbang. Catch you guys later.